How's it going, guys? Mad Lights Archer back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be looking at the brand new LR AGL Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, which fuse into Vegito Blue. We did manage to get a copy. It took a lot of stones. I think it's honestly my worst banner since probably I started actually trying to get a copy of each unit, like really hard. We did manage to pull them though. I have a lot of horror stories from that banner though, so I'm not going to be going back in for a dupe at this point. I'll just be waiting for part 2 with my 15 stones. But yeah, we got them. Their leader skill is Battle of Fate, Future Saga, or Power Beyond Super Saiyan for 3 key and 170% attack and defense, plus an additional HP attack and defense plus 30% for characters who also belong to Realm of Gods or Time Travelers. Now, the big thing that makes this guy really good in terms of leader skill, which they quite honestly have the best leader skill in the game, is they also lead Superclass for 3 key and 150% attack and defense. So you can run any Superclass ally on their team, which gives you access to things like Bulma, which of course for the showcase we are going to be running, because why wouldn't I? So their super attack effect is Rage of Our Warrior Race on the 12 key. They raise attack and cause colossal damage to enemy. This is the #1 thing I have an issue with when it comes to this unit. No defense on their 12 key is really problematic, because the way this unit works, we'll get into it when we get to the passive, they can kind of struggle at certain points. Their 18 key though is the Kamehameha and the Final Flash, so they raise defense and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. So of course they're stacking defense on their 18 key and attacking the attack on their 12 key. That's also another thing. I kind of wish it was the other way around. Kind of do it like the Namek Goku and not the full power freeze from Worldwide Download Celebration 2 years ago. Because of course with raising defense on the 18 key, you only have one opportunity to do it per turn, so you go a lot slower than if it was on the 12. So their passive skill is the God Smashing Power. They activate the intro animation, which we saw at the beginning of the video, and they get 100% defense and guard all attacks for 4 turns from the start of turn when there is another Future Saga category ally on the team. This is no problem because, of course, if you're running their own leader skill, then you have one already like kind of laid out for you. They get 3 key and 100% attack and defense, plus an additional 2 key per type key sphere obtained. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% and attacks effects against all types when there is a Realm of Gods category enemy. This isn't that great because there's only one fight so far where you can actually kind of take advantage of this, and that is, of course, Red Zone Goku Black. He's the only Realm of Gods enemy currently we have that is in, that kind of activates that part of their passive. So they get a high additional 150% defense and a high chance of evading enemy attacks as the first attacker in the turn, and 100% attack and 50% defense, and launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack as a second or third attacker in the turn. And then they launch an additional super attack when key is 20 or more. What you're going to notice is, because I'm going to be running these guys in slot 1, they are going to be hitting very weakly. This is like the #1 issue with this unit. As I said, they hit pretty weakly, and I kind of wish you would stack on the 12 key. I'd rather, if I'm hitting weakly, I'm stacking my defense as opposed to stacking my attack, because you're going to be seeing they're going to be hitting like 4 million turn 1 with 2 million additionals. But it is what it is. We kind of have to just say what we have. And then they, of course, activate the Special Fusion, which can be activated when HP is 70% or less if you're on the 5th turn from the start of turn. Bear in mind, this is their 5th turn, not the 5th turn of the overall battle. So if this guy starts in slot 2, it's turn 6 he can do it, and if it's say turn 3, it's turn slot 3, like 3rd turn, it's turn 7. So that is also another issue. There's a lot of nagging flaws with this unit that kind of hurts them overall. And then it's where, or when there is another Future Star category ally attacking the same turn, or is a Future Star category enemy starting from the 7th turn from the start of turn. So of course, once you do this, you fuse into Vegito Blue. Now this guy, I don't really have any issues with. This guy is really good. So his super attack effect becomes the Final Flash. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and lowers enemy attack and defense. Granted, that's kind of useless because you go and get this guy out, of course, on the earliest at turn 5. So there's not really any enemies that will be able to have their attack and defense lowered at that point, besides maybe the Birth of the Shadow Dragon's Omega event, not the Sin Omega. And then, of course, the 18 key greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and of course raises superclass allies defense by 50% for 1 turn. This is bigger than you will realize, because at 50% defense raise before anyone else supers, I've seen it really make a big difference. I've seen people take 100k from a Sin Shenron AoE normal down to 22k with this. It's pretty substantial. So their passive skill is all around this grand performance. They get key +5 and attack and defense plus 200%, plus your 2 key per key for obtained. Their attacks are effective against all types. They reduce damage received by 30% before attacking and reduce damage received by 20% overall. High chance of evading enemy attacks, including super attacks, and launching an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack as the first attacker in a turn. They launch an additional super attack and a medium chance of launching another additional super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. And they launch an additional super attack when launching the active skill or when key is 20 or more. So this guy could do a lot of damage when you fuse into him. Like, this guy is pretty crazy. And of course he has the active skill, the God Impact, which can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when only facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. And for this, he causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn activated, evades enemy super attacks. So this guy can't be touched, basically, when you kind of get him out. So we're going to be doing a showcase of him. We're going to take him into probably Red Zone Cell, because I think he's a pretty decent one. You can get a lot of turns out of him. But yeah, overall, this unit is pretty good, but the issues mostly fall down to, one, the transformation condition, and this guy in base is slot 1. They're meant to be a kind of defensive unit when you put them in slot 1, but that's the damage they do is just really, really low. But of course, we have them full level 10 links. We're going to be running them on this team with the blue fusions, because honestly, if there's one thing that I love about this unit, they absolutely buff the blue fusions to absolute hell. We have the GT duo, and we're going to have Bulma on the turn, so Bulma and Mai, so we're going to have a lot of support floating around. But, you know, let's not waste any time. We're going to go right into Red Zone Cell, so I will see you in there, and then let's see how things go. Alright, and we're here in the Red Zone Cell fight. As we've seen the intro animation for this unit at the start, we're not really going to play it again, because I feel like that kind of burns a lot of time. So let's just get in here and let's see how we do. Of course, we don't have either on turn 1, so this is actually pretty problematic. What is actually the rotation? Oh wait, I have Bulma's. I do have intro still on, so I will be turning this off after Bulma. She's the only one on the third turn who actually needs it. So, see, my one's in slot 7, so we're not going to get this one out until turn 7. So that's pretty problematic in terms of, like, see, that's instantly, like, the flaw they have is kind of showing itself. We've instantly gone in, we've instantly gotten one in slot 7, which pretty much invalidates how much we can get out of Vegito. We'll probably only get him at the very end of the fight, which is pretty annoying. But either way, of course, this is a 200% for the blue fusion, so they also get to kind of go crazy in here, so that's pretty good. So, of course, Gogeta. To keep them both in this return, then we'll float off probably blue Vegito. Because I'm not sure how many links he shares with each one, but it's not, I think it's like 6 with Vegito Blue and then 7 with Vegito Blue and 6 with Gogeta. So they share an awful lot of links together, but we're just going to float one off, so let's get through this turn. So we'll get to see the friend in action. The friend is Rainbow, 100%, so we can see a bit of a difference between, you know, Rainbow and 55% Vegeta and Goku. Alright, come on, let's get through this turn. Come on, come on. But see, this is, but like, I'm already kind of like, this already shows like the big flaw, which is you're not going to see Vegito now for a long time. My Vegito especially. So we're going to get one on turn 6 and one on turn 7. So, alright, so here, so we're going to put the friend in slot 1. So let's see what they start with, the Rainbow Friend. The Rainbow Friend starts with 324k defense. That is with double support from Mai and Bulma. So they get 150% in slot 1. So they're going to be a pretty high defensive number, and they have a 50% chance to dodge. So they haven't got to worry about damage. But you're going to see here the damage they do is getting hurt, but the damage they do themselves is going to be very low. So of course there's a dodge. So there's, yep, see, 50% chance to dodge coming in clutch. So 5.57. 5.57. This is a Rainbow Friend. No, this is not 55%. This is Rainbow. And then they're going to bring out a 3.45. So look, they're doing okay damage, but it's nothing impressive really. But it's just like, this is the brand new unit. And look, my so all right, triple super, so 3.6. So they are stacking their attack on each one. So it will end up making Vegito hit harder when we get him out. But as you're going to see here, my GT duo is 69%, and look, they're already doing harder. They're already hitting harder. But then again, they do have the same kind of passive as the blue duo, where they only get attack in slot 1, defense in slot 1, and attack in slot 2. But I think the blue duo is like a kind of improved version of that kind of mechanic, because they don't have to worry about getting suit. They have like the guard, they have the dodge. So we'll do this. So now we get my one out. So we see here 200k defense. So they're going to get 150%. So they're going to be what, 400 and 500k defense? Is that correct? Just quickly double check. Just want to be sure the exact number. Yeah, 150% defense. So yeah, they're going to be like 500k defense. So they're not going to be worrying about taking damage, but they can still kind of get hit hard. So we also want to make sure we do take some damage, so I'm going to be trying to like not get any same healing ores for same type ores for healing, because we do want to be taking some damage. But oh, look at that, 3 million. 3 million, that's the brand new Dokkan Festival LR. And when we get to the Zamasu showcase, you'll see Zamasu is absolutely obliterating this unit in terms of damage in base form. Like, Zamasu comes out the gate hitting harder than this, and Zamasu builds up, and he has like links such as big bad bosses and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's the biggest issue. So alright, so cool, we take the hit. I'm not really that fussed about it, because that does give us below 70% HP. I'm gonna guess like 150k, or 70. Alright, it's no big deal. So then Vegito Blue. So we want to stay below 70% HP, but we don't want to be we just want to be below 70% HP by turn 7. So we get that, we'll get Vegito Blue out, and then we'll be perfectly fine. So everything will be, you know, great. So Vegito Blue, don't want any crits. I want to go through this kind of slowly, just so I can get the passive, to get the transformation. So I think we're below 70% HP at this point. I'll check after this turn, so we'll go and see. Okay, a dodge. So yeah, so we're below 70% HP. So we just got to make sure we don't grab same type orbs. So we'll do this. These guys don't need very much to get their passive. And then we'll do this. That gives us 10. Gives us supports. Well, actually, are we? No, we're not actually below 70% HP, actually. I think we're just shy. So we need to take one more. Alright, that's perfect. We took one more super attack. The also 50% dodge not coming in clutch, but I'm not really worried when their passive intro is up. Well, see, yeah. I'm not really worried when their intro is up. It's when their intro runs out that they really start to struggle defensively. Because once that goes away, they lose 100% defense. So suddenly they're taking that took what 200k defense I had at the start of turn last turn. That's 100k. That 500k I had becomes what, like 300. So suddenly, like they lose a massive amount of defense when they finally lose their passive. Okay, the GT duo gonna of course do the same thing, 7.85. So we need to take a little bit more damage, but the issue is now is we're gonna get the blue fusions out, which can be problematic towards getting the full passive, not the full passive, the fusion. We're going to take one more super attack, or one more little chunk of damage. If we do, that'll be enough to get us the fusion, and then because after this next turn, these guys will not have their guard up. This rotation will not have it. So I would like to take a lot of damage in order to get it. But the issue is, especially, is I've got the Gogeta is about to transform, and when he transforms, he's not taking damage this turn. So I need to hope that the blue dudes take some damage, but we do have Mai on rotation as well. Mai could take damage, but the issue is I fear is that Mai could just die. She's only taken one normal at the back, so maybe she doesn't take any maybe she just takes a normal, we'll be fine. But if she doesn't, we're in trouble. If he supers at the start and if he supers at the back, we're going to be in big trouble. All right, come on, hit them. All right, cool, that's great. So 133k, so, you know, not that bad. He does hit pretty hard. But now you can see they're starting to build up. 5.66. They do have an additional guarantee coming in here. 3.44. So as you can see, we started out at 3 million and now we're reaching like 5 and 3. So they do build up fairly quickly because of the their passive. Okay, so all we need now is for Cell to not double super or super Gogeta. If he supers Gogeta, we're perfectly fine. Please, we have a lot of things we need. We either need Gogeta to not get supered. We need Gogeta to get supered, or we need Mai to double super, because Mai, of course, if she double supers, will get her full damage reduction. So Mai, please don't. Perfect. Okay, we're good. Great. Do what you want, Cell. You got this, sweetie. You are beautiful. All right. So Mai, now if Mai double supers, we just don't have to worry about taking any additional damage. So normal. Nah, normal. So she's gonna take a lot of damage for this normal, like 100k. Oh no, only 16. Can't really complain about that. But now, the big boy's coming out, because we got Vegito Blue here, and we're about to go into Vegito here. So we're about to do a lot of damage. In fact, I'm gonna put these guys on now, because I don't think we're ever gonna have to really worry about dying now with these guys out. So we're gonna do this just so we can get the extra damage. But now we're gonna turn on the animation and we're gonna watch the Vegito Blue fusion. So let's get that in here.
Vegeta とカカロットの合体ベジットだ。そしてこれがベジットブレー。
That's that good shit. Okay. Oh, so we could pop the active skill here if we wanted to, but I'm not going to, because actually, do I? I could pop the active skill here because we could get the guaranteed dodge, but at the same time, I feel like we'll kill anyway without it. But let's get a look at this Rainbow Friend. So the Rainbow Friend is 467k. If we put him in slot 1, he's going to have 50% damage reduction, but he always will have 20 at all times. But it's just, this rotation is going to do so much damage. Do I pop the active skill? No, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to try and just use my own one from the friend. So we'll do this. We'll do this. And remember, so they share 6 out of 7. 6 out of 7 with Vegito Blue. The only thing they don't share is Kamehameha. So this is like, these two are best friends. Because not only that, remember, this guy gets 50% defense on super attack effect on 18 key. So Vegito is not going to be 178k defense before he starts attacking. He's going to be like 200 and 260, something like that. So that's going to make a big difference. And this guy, like, he's going to be at 120, but of course I'm not really expecting him to be, you know, a tanking god. So Cell gets the healing, and this guy brings out to start with a 12 million attack stat. That is with no Bulma support. So Bulma has not started supporting yet on this turn. Remember, this guy does have at least one guaranteed additional super. He has a high chance to do another one. So I think this is the high chance. So 8.67. Like, I can't talk any smack about this guy. This guy is just absolutely fantastic. Because he's going to do that. He's got one more guaranteed. One more. So yeah, 9.29. He's going crazy. So he's going to do that. We're going to go on to the next phase. We'll have my Vegito. So he will be able to just kind of chill in slot 1. We'll turn on the animation so we don't have to watch it again. So let's do this now. We could get Bulma. Oh, do I put Bulma's active skill here actually though? I might put Bulma's active skill here. Because if I pop Bulma's active skill, because quite honestly, I'm a little bit hesitant to believe that we're going to come back to this rotation after we pop the, after we get to the other turn, because AGL Vegito Blue, he's going to be able to pull out multiple super attacks. So I'm not feeling confident we'll get back here. So you know what? I'm actually going to do it. So let's get the animations on. I'm going to turn on Bulma's first, because quite honestly, I want to have, I don't care if we get the full heal, but I want to hear, Vegito's music while I kill this Cell. So let's pop this now. Okay, so before we go any further, let's get a look at the defense and let's see what we're working with. So we're at 437k on the Vegito. This is with the support. Gogeta, of course, 354, so he will get 50% off of the super attack. But I think we're just going to absolutely obliterate this cell this turn. So let's not waste any time. Of course, when we pop this active skill, we'll not be able to be touched, so we can put him in slot 1. And of course, that first attack from Cell, we always know is the super attack. So we will not have to worry about taking any damage here. So let's not waste any time. Let's get in here and let's see what this super attack, this active skill. I love that OST, man. It's so sick. So bear in mind, remember, we're going to be having no damage done to Vegito because he's going to be guaranteed dodging. So we'll pop this. Like, I really don't mind about the healing because honestly, I think we're going to be fine without it. So I want to make sure we can get 5 orbs for Bulma, and we did get it, so that's perfect. 7 orbs actually, so that's great. So we're gonna, of course, we're gonna get additional support from Bulma. So let's see how much Vegito does on this turn. So we did it in slot 2 as well, remember. So we get all the passive from slot 2. So we get the additional supers that we kind of had the opportunity for. And then 10 million. We are already super effective against all types, so we don't need that from Bulma's passive. But then we're gonna do this. So that's 1. 6.97. He has an opportunity for at least 3 more. Because he's got the 1 from, he's got the 2 from the second slot, and then he's got the 1 from the 20 key, and he also had the hidden potential if we got it, but we're not gonna need it. Like, he's dead. Like, this is death. So we got 1 more. Yeah, 1 more. Look at that. We went from 10 to 6 to 7 to 8, and this is 55%. Remember, this is 55%. Like, this guy, I cannot talk any smack about. If he was just unconditional on turn 4, or turn 5 even, I would love this unit. Absolutely, tremendously. Okay. Alright, Mai would actually have to worry about Mai on this turn, because Mai has already done 1 super attack, so she's not got her... And so, when she supers, she'll have her full damage reduction. So, she'll be fine from a super attack. But, yeah, so, look, 583. Bloody hell. This Rainbow Thread is going crazy. So, when we got the 50% damage reduction... We're going to do this, of course. We're going to give 50% super attack, 50% defense to the rest of the rotation. Like, this guy's just nuts. Like, and then, oh, here comes the super attack, but we dodge it. Like, I wasn't even worried. He would probably take double digits from that super attack, even if he wasn't super. 12.8. Look at this guy go. And I don't think we're coming back to the other Vegito turn. I think he's dead. Like, I just think he's dead. So that is 55% from my... You saw kind of like the flaws of this unit, but we also saw the overwhelming strengths. Of course, the overwhelming strengths being this guy, because he just absolutely goes crazy. But as you see, if you get him in turn 7, you can take a while to get here. Like, we are on like turn 9, turn 8. So you can take a while to get to this point, but like, this guy is just so good. Like, I love using him. Like, even if he wasn't, like, you know, absolutely fantastic, like, I just like using them as a link barrier for these guys. These guys have a slot 1 tank that can do decent damage, that gives them additional defense. Like, look at Vegito Blue. We haven't seen the Blue Fusion do anything because of Vegito's have been going crazy, but these guys, like, in a difficult fight, this is what they do. Like, 11 million, he's not done yet. He has an opportunity for 1 more, but if he crit, he's just dead. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so that is Blue Goku and Vegeta that fuse into AGL Blue Vegito. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you haven't got a copy yet, I would recommend it. Just for the leader skill alone, these guys are a very worthwhile acquirement. So that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever you guys are. I will see you all in the next one. And take care.